Hey guys, welcome to our NFL Rumors daily video. Today, we got some really good news for you today to go over the biggest news of the day. Thank you for being with us on this Wednesday. We appreciate you. So, looking at everything that's happened today, we want to start off by talking about Aaron Rodgers bringing his buddy to New York. So the early this morning, the New York Jets signed Randall Cobb, but that wasn't it. That wasn't done just yet, right? So not only did they bring Randall Cobb, they also added some defense today as well with Al Woods. But the big news there is Aaron Rodgers bringing Randall Cobb. We kind of threw that rumor out early on that Randall Cobb would come over and join the Jets, and that's exactly what he did today. So Aaron Rodgers gets his receiver buddy there in New York. Two ex Packers now are on the team as you look at Randall Cobb and Alan Lazard. So, definitely getting some weapons that Aaron Rodgers likes. That's never a bad thing. Aaron Rodgers is also really enjoying his time in New York, he said. Going to a couple of Knicks games, hanging out with Sauce Gardner, hanging out with Garrett Wilson. He even said Garrett Wilson reminded him of Devontae Adams as he was throwing him the ball this week. So it seems like Aaron Rodgers is really enjoying his time in New York. So that's not all. Not just Aaron Rodgers news for you today. We got some other news we want to talk about. Some big news if you're a Dallas Cowboy fan. Micah Parsons is putting on muscle and weight there. So he is going to primarily play the defensive end position. So Micah Parsons, as a lot of people said on our account today, that he might be going all out for the sack record, and I would not discount that. Micah Parsons is a heck of a player, and it wouldn't surprise me if he makes a run at it. So Micah Parsons fully moving to defensive end. Want to talk about another signing? This happened not long ago, a little over an hour ago. The Ravens signed Rock Ya-Sin. He formerly played with the Raiders and the Colts. It was a one-year deal worth $6 million, reported by Adam Schefter. So the Ravens has another weapon in the secondary. So Ravens have really added some nice key pieces. Rock Ya-Sin was one of our top 40 free agents remaining. You can check out the list on our Twitter account right now. Rock Ya-Sin was in the top 10 actually. So was Puna Ford. So definitely a really good signing by the Baltimore Ravens today. The Cardinals said today that DeAndre Hopkins was somebody they always planned on having in 2023, and D Hop yesterday, pretty much silenced the critics of like he was not going to get traded. He's in a lot of trade rumors, but he ends up not being traded. Will play with the Cardinals. Will play with Kyler Murray. So we wish D Hop a lot of success there in Arizona. A follower of the account as well. Appreciate it, D Hop. So one of the other things that the young Detroit Lions rookie Jamar Gibbs said that he was ecstatic about. He was welcomed by one of his favorite players ever, and that's Barry Sanders. That's a really cool story. Barry Sanders there welcoming Jamar Gibbs there. So a lot of people got comps of him of Alvin Kamara. So it'd be interesting to see what he can do. I know a lot of fantasy people out there are really looking at him, and also looking at Bijan Robinson. So, and also we want to talk about where the Eagles traded for DeAndre Swift. Uh, Report today that the Browns tried to trade for Swift before the Eagles got the deal done. Also, heard a little bit too that the Rams were offered Swift, but they decided to stay with who they had. So a little bit of change there. DeAndre Swift looked like a few teams were in talks to acquire him at least. Some of the news from Albert Breer. The Titans attempted to move up to the third overall pick, which we heard a lot of that on draft day. Heard tons of that on draft day. And the Texans end up nobody really thought they was going to pick Stroud. He ends up being picked in the second pick, so kind of spoiled the Titans' plans there a little bit. But C.J. Stroud, I'm sure the Texans are really happy to have him. So we had a little of a backup switch today. The Bengals signed former Bear quarterback Trevor Siemian, and the 49ers signed the former Bengals quarterback Brandon Allen. So it really seems like if Brock Purdy cannot go, Brandon Allen's going to be that third quarterback. Trey Lance will and Sam Darnold will battle out for the starting job. I got some news on Sam Darnold for you here in a minute too. So some sad news to pass along too. Of course, we really like Dwayne Haskins here on the channel. The former Commanders and Steelers player would have been 26 today. Really life cut down too short at that young age. We wish his family the best condolences we can offer as they celebrate his life here on his birthday. So, we miss you, Dwayne Haskins. We like to see you out there on the field doing big things for the Steelers. That was the last team you was playing for, or possibly could have been playing for another team. Who knows? But definitely Ohio State quarterback. We definitely miss seeing him out there on the football field. Want to talk about the Texans? C.J. Stroud said that Tank Dell said that C.J. Stroud wanted the team to draft him, and they did. A lot of people would want to kind of clear up a little things here. Some scouts said that he had attributes like Deebo Samuels. I think that they're really talking about his talent level and some things that he could do. I don't think they're talking about kind of the body build, because they are a little bit different with the body build there. But I think they were talking about his talent level and making some of the runs after the catch in the yak yard. C.J. Stroud really happy to have Tank Dell there as he begins playing in his career. Little bit of news to report, like kind of off the NFL field. Patrick Mahomes' brother Jackson Mahomes was arrested on suspicion of aggravated sexual battery per Overland Park Police. We want to talk about a little bit about the Sam Darnold. Yeah, let's go to Sam Darnold real quick. So Sam Darnold, Christian McCaffrey praised him and said he played with him in Carolina. Really liked him there when he was there. He praised the leadership ability of Sam Darnold. Darnold also said it was one of his dreams to play for the 49ers. He played at USC. So Sam Darnold's very happy to be in San Francisco. And it'll be interesting to see like what happens there. We know Brock Purdy is the guy that the 49ers want. But just imagine if Sam Darnold comes, balls out, Kyle Shanahan turns him into this elite level quarterback. I mean, that's going to shock a lot of people with Sam Darnold, with the Jets picking him. That could just shock the world, really, if Sam Darnold ends up being that player, right? So, interesting stuff there. High praise for Sam Darnold early on. Bijan Robinson. Now, Michael Vick wore number 7, right? And the kicker there also had number 7 as well. But Bijan Robinson's going to take on number 7 as he's going to take on that Atlanta Falcons mantle and see if he could carry that. Michael Vick was a legend in Atlanta, definitely. And Bijan Robinson is trying to do that as well. Bijan Robinson's happy to be a Falcon, wants to do big things. So very interesting to see what this young man could do. I've heard a lot of people say that, he was their number 1 fantasy pick. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there in fantasy football too. NFL Rumors does carry a lot of fantasy football stuff. So definitely, if you're a fantasy football fan, make sure you're tuning into us and subscribing to the channel, and also going in there and following our Twitter account as well to keep that up to date. We've posted a few things on Joey Porter Jr. lately. Some really good stuff from NFL Films. Joey Porter Jr., having to wait to get picked. Then we posted today the video where he's at his house, and he got the phone call from a Pittsburgh area code, got really excited. But Joey Porter told this young man to put that on his chest, go show the world why he should have been picked higher. So I think Joey Porter Jr. will be great in the NFL. And I just can't wait to see what this young man can do there. So a lot of this different stuff. And talking about the Steelers again, I think the Steelers got another steal from Georgia when they got tight end Darnell Washington. A lot of people brought him down in the draft because of his knee injury, but his agent said his knee injury is not as bad. And we'd seen a doctor that had examined him said that he didn't see any problem with him playing 10 years in the NFL. So a lot of people could have missed out there on Darnell Washington for sure. So the Bucks are interested in adding a quarterback. They never said who, but one of the players we know that's been there before is Julio Jones. Matt Ryan is a name that was floated out there as a rumor. Teddy Bridgewater, Carson Wentz, all three players definitely there. You already got Baker Mayfield. It would make a lot of sense to me. Like if you want Baker Mayfield to be your guy, or Kyle Trask, it doesn't hurt to have a guy like Matt Ryan that would be able to show them the rules of the land there and to kind of bounce ideas off of them, right? So, I think Matt Ryan will be a pretty good signing there. Teddy Bridgewater, too. I mean, he's still got tons of talent. Carson Wentz, you could have them battle it out. If you really got that faith in Carson Wentz to be the Tampa Bay quarterback. But I think if you want to go there with Baker Mayfield, that I feel that Matt Ryan might be the way to go to give them somebody to bounce ideas off of in the room there. So very, very good stuff there. So the big news, though, want to talk about the biggest news of the day is Aaron Rodgers bringing his buddy in, Randall Cobb. And don't be surprised at all if he goes out there well and gets the tight end, Mercedes Lewis. It wouldn't surprise me at all. But the big news, Randall Cobb coming to New York with Aaron Rodgers. And so the Jets are adding more and more to the receiver room. Now we're going to see what's going to happen possibly with Corey Davis. So that's going to be interesting. But Aaron Rodgers adding his buddy Randall Cobb today. And, to a familiar face there for the Jets. And for him, with the Jets, rather. But thank you again for tuning in today to the NFL Rumors video podcast. We really appreciate that. And make sure that you're subscribed. Make sure that you like the video. If you like that today, make sure you come over to Twitter and go ahead and follow us and turn your notifications on so you don't miss a thing as we're covering all the training camps, all the rookie mini camps when they happen. So, but really glad to have everybody here with us and letting us bring you NFL news to you. One last thing there as well. Drop as you're watching the video, drop in who your favorite team is. If you have any questions about your team, definitely drop it in there, and we'll definitely try to answer those for you today. Thank you so much again for tuning in. And again, if you tuned in late, Aaron Rodgers has brought in Randall Cobb to add to that receiving core for the New York Jets from the Green Bay Packers. So that will bring him and Alan Lazard now together once again. Thank you for tuning in today to NFL Rumors. We appreciate you guys all. Thanks for your support. We hope you have a great and blessed day.